whatever. Alright, so let's go. I hope the sound balance is kind of alright between my voice and the stream. Yo, Lucas. Yeah, I am. Well, it was actually not it was not ESA, it was BSG, but it was on the ESA channel, so I guess it's close enough. I am going to ESA though, but that's in July. Yep. Yeah, it was really fun though. It was my first real life speedrun event. It was also pretty cool to meet Jelster after having seen him on stream quite a few times. Yeah, kinda. Maybe make the game a little bit less loud. Yeah, I'm going to ESA. Submitting anything? Probably not. Especially because it's my first big event, I kind of want to, you know, enjoy it. And I heard from people that, you know, if you're gonna do a run there, you're probably pretty busy, like practicing a week. And also, I think, honestly, I should get a little bit better before I submit to such a big event. Maybe like a few years from now, I would consider submitting to BSG though, like the event I was at last weekend, because that's a pretty small event, and there, you know, the pressure isn't as high. Yo, Vavaja, an A phase. Yeah, for some reason, like, I don't know, sometimes the runs are pretty frustrated on stream, and then I don't know, like, sometimes I notice when I get a little frustrated. Whoa, shit! Oh shit, that's not as fuck. Well, thank you so much, Evil, for the sub. Half a year of being a sub. Thank you so much. Yo, and thanks on the grats. Yeah, I noticed that sometimes when I no, it's more that if I get a little bit frustrated, then I always feel okay, I need to take a break, so that's what I did. And then sometimes it's kind of nice to just, when I'm kind of in an irritated mood, to just run and shut up. But I don't enjoy being silent on stream because that's kind of lame. So actually, while I was doing this run yesterday, I was watching Juke's stream in the background, which in some places is kind of obvious because sometimes okay, nice bonk already. Sometimes after a cutscene, I actually paused for a bit because I was not looking at my screen and didn't realize the game was already going. So yeah, definitely unbeatable PB Kappa. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool to watch them on stream anyway. So there's an actual VOD and you guys can get to see it. Or Bay ESA, by the way. Lol. So yeah, here I'm doing the trick that's not in the current PB. The 105. Oh, nice. Because I did a Aqua Escape there. And didn't get Ocarina at all. But here we do walking while talking. It's a pretty weird trick. Kind of align the arrow there. You have to pause so you can press A, not soft lock, and then you just backflip over the fences. And then I look at the map to know where I'm going. So this split we have to skip because we're not doing forest escape. New world record is by 6 seconds. Oh, no, it's not. This is actually my actual previous PB, but I didn't submit that one because I thought 6 seconds was kind of lame. So it's actually better than this time, but I'm not gonna spoil what time it was. No, so these were the splits I would be going against basically, and I'm gonna split along to show what the actual PB is gonna be. Like I once watched Jelster doing it like that, watching a new PB together, and I thought it was pretty cool because you get that excitement feeling because you know there's gonna be a PB. So you know it's gonna be good, but you don't know how much, and it's just a pretty fun way to watch. Yeah, you guys can put in your guesses. Ah, 103, we'll see. So here is the first example of me being too focused on Duke's stream instead of my own. Yeah, you should have a look here after the owl flies away. Look. I just stand around there for like a good 2 seconds. And I was like, oh shit, it started. So yeah, because of this new route, we don't get a stick or a sword. So here we can't skip the owl. I talked to him twice. Well, 3 times actually. 2 times. Too many. Yeah, we can't... Oh, also did... Oh, I forgot this was in there. So again, I was kind of staring at the stream from the corner of my eye, and then I completely turned the wrong direction. I should. Yeah, this makes the PB look super bad. My god. Yeah, like, they look like big things, but in the end, they kind of compare to small mistakes, I guess. Yeah, of course, these are extra unnecessary. The beginning was definitely a little bit sloppier. Yeah, if you don't make it before night, that's a definite reset. Because then the cuckoos aren't even there. I don't know, it's kind of weird. If you just look at your own gameplay without playing, it always looks so slow, I don't know. Oh my god. Cuckoos also weren't super great, but they never are reasonably. Yeah, from the fact that the guy's already running up the stairs there, you can see that it's quite slow. Oh, okay, this is really slow. Okay, so the split we're comparing to though don't really make sense because the route is different. So we're not as far behind to Empty Bottle as it looks right now. Because this route gets Ocarina, you have to watch the whole cutscene of getting Ocarina, but later you make it up because it saves a lot of time. And we won't be getting the hover boots. Even though the PB did. Or the previous PB. So yeah, because we don't get hover boots, for example, song split later over here is gonna save like 2 minutes automatically already at least. But I thought it also would be nice to kind of see how the new route compares to this old route. So here I kind of panicked because I thought, okay, because it was so slow in the field, it's super late. But I was glad I actually managed to turn around before the bridge went up, otherwise you can't go there anymore. Alright. So that was pretty fast, buffer to the right frame. I think we seriously missed gold because of this nice running around the pedestal. I didn't know PB had such a huge time save on Master Sword. And now the most interesting part, watching a restream of Master Sword cutscene. So if you guys want to discuss anything, yeah, it was, like I said, it was pretty cool to go to BSG, the Benelux speedrun gathering, and they do that every month actually, so that's pretty cool. They have a little marathon, like real life marathon every month. And I think I would like to submit something at some point. I'm not sure if I would want to submit all songs though. Like, I have fun with this category. Actually, I think I find Nocturne RTA, the run I did before this one, even a more fun run to show up. I think it really has like cool glitches to show, many cutscene skips. This one has kind of a lot of cutscene skips. Sorry, a lot of cutscenes. So you're watching a lot. And for this one, RBA is a big part of the run, of course, because you RBA so many songs. I feel that's quite hard to explain, because you want to tell people what's going on, right? Especially new watchers. But explaining RBA is just... It's pretty doable, I feel, if you can show some graphics or pictures. For example, Danny B's video on RBA is very clear, I feel. Yeah, but you can't assume all the watchers are used to programming, I guess. You wanna keep it as viewer friendly as possible. I think like you could of course dumb it down a little bit and just say that you're rewriting some bits and that using that bottle you get some stuff basically, and that you also delete some stuff. Like, I've been thinking about it, but I think I would find it harder to explain than Nocturne RTA. But now I would have to get back in that run. And what I don't like about Nocturne RTA is that Said it's actually faster on N64. That kind of sucks for me because I really want to run on PC. So, but it always kind of sucks if you just have to say, yeah, I'm not running on the optimal version. That's retro. Game mechanics explained videos. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't go that deep, I think. I wouldn't use coding terms. And I've been thinking in my mind like how I would explain it. I think it's doable. But I'm not sure if it's the most fun fun run to show off, if that makes sense. Because a big part is RBA. And even if you explain it to people, in the end you'll just be running around trading mushrooms and cuckoos. I can imagine viewers would be like, okay. And then when you're finally done with that, okay, you get a few songs. A few tricks, but not that many. And then it's ZL cutscene, Saria cutscene, and walking to Eponas. Yeah, I enjoy this run, but I'm not sure if it's the coolest to show off. But yeah, I have some time to think about it. Oh cool, I'll give that a look, that channel. Yeah, it's just one of the considerations I'm making while showing off a cool run. Even though on the other hand, all songs speaks more to the imagination. Like you said, I'm gonna run all songs. People know what you mean. If the title of the run is all songs, people are like, okay, there's gonna be a speedrun collecting all songs. If I'm gonna say, I'm gonna perform Nocturne RTA for you guys, people are like, what the fuck's that? I feel Nocturne RTA would be much easier to explain if it was just called First 3 Adult Dungeons or something, because that's what it is in practice. Because when Jelsa was doing the run on BSG, he already had many people in chat that were like, every time a new person came in was like, what is NoHam, WW? Like this. Oh. So here I was also forgetting, basically, I was like, wait, do I have to talk to her now? What? Yeah, it's true, I was thinking, like, he could ask, like, he could maybe put a different name, but I'm not sure how the marathon would feel about that. Nocturne is not very descriptive. Like, only if you really know the game well and you remember that the song Nocturne means beating all adult dungeons. And actually the official name would be Nocturne RTA No RBA, which is like a horrible name. Oh, people do that, okay. Alright. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it would also have maybe been better if, like, for Jelsa's run, they might have put like no item manipulation, no wrong warp instead of I am WW, because people are really like, what is that? Alright, so now I was doing the trade quest in the run, which is basically unchanged from the previous route, so there should not be, that shouldn't be too weird in the comparison. Did I also forget to make it night here? Oh, I actually didn't. I kind of remembered I forgot, but I remembered for change, that's good. It is one of the harder things to remember. Now I try to just think, okay, with shield, that you have to go here, and without shield, you don't go here. Which is also not a great algorithm, because you're gonna be here later again, but whatever. Yeah, then it's never really a problem anymore. You're good old getting ball and bean. Here I kind of decided to wait until the ghost was out of the way. You have to wait for morning anyway, so you don't mess this trick off yet. Hope you have enough time. Even if you wait for the pole, there's still so much time here. I think even after like third try, ball and B you can still make it. I was buying shield in the market compared to getting it from the grave. When you're already getting the bottle. So the thing is that you can get 60 rupees from the drawbridge, right? But then 20 rupees still remain. So then you would have to get 20 rupees in the market from the crate. And because it's night usually, you also have to clip into the shop. Which is a little bit annoying, especially without sword. I think because of those two things it's kind of faster to get it in the graveyard. Because you already have to talk to the Kaku lady anyway and then you just continue there. But I don't think the difference is super huge. Yeah, but clipping into the shop without sword isn't too bad though. It's still pretty doable. It's just a little bit more precise. But I just don't think it's super fast. Oh, here I also messed up a little bit. Adding one unnecessary pause because I was a little bit confused about the RBA. But I forgot for a bit that I had to drop with bombs on C-Ride still and then have to catch with Kojiro on C-Ride. And you have to do that both to activate the bomb drops. I didn't time that though, buying the shield against getting it from graveyard. But I think I've seen others do it too in runs where they... Let's say I never see people get those 20 rupees from the crate in market and clip into the shop. Then I usually see them get it as well. Wow, this movement is also not too great. Holy shit. Sometimes it's kind of confronting to watch your gameplay without playing. So yeah, farming for 20 bombs. And then we're on the way to go get the mushroom. I think this made into the corridor. Yeah, that's always nice. Dun, 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 dun. I kind of like how this whole category is really like beginner friendly way to learn about RBA. And it's really good practice for bingo. Also because back in time is a quite common goal in bingo. So here I roll forward so that I don't take damage. Because I kind of want at least one heart for Bolero timer death. So 1 heart and a quarter is fine, but not less than a heart, preferably. That bonk is always so annoying. I think the sun is kind of gone, which makes my webcam look super dark. So I'll make it a little bit lighter again. Yeah, that's good. Oh, tiny late spin. That's fine. Apparently saw save sometime to that previous PB. And it was also on the new splits. It was actually gold. On here I split late, so it was gold for sure. It's one of the splits that really didn't change much, or not at all. I think in the new round. Yeah, after Sunsong we should finally see some nice green splits. Always nicer to look at. So let's see what this split is gonna do. Alright. Unnecessary bottle swings. Those kind of things probably cost way more time than I would expect. Like, this sucks. Like, that was a little camera troll, basically. Releasing target just a little bit too early, probably. And there I also messed the quips a little bit up. Up until now, I feel really like the run has a lot of tiny time saves everywhere. Of course. Can always be way faster. No big things yet, though. Biggest thing would be slow cut those. That was the first try and make a side hop. And then going for death timer. Hessing is not in my route, Kappa. Still don't think this run is, of course you can hiss and it will be faster. It doesn't have like really big differences. Sorry, distances. Yeah, Wasteland of course, but that's a really hard one as well. It's not one you just implement really quick. But yeah, Wasteland is really big, yeah. That's true. Hey, Heartstar, good morning. Watching my PB from yesterday. Oh yeah, this thing was also so stupid. Oh yeah, and that's the thing I've every now and then. Like, I literally side up left, but then it goes to the right. I know the game sometimes does that, but I really don't know why that happens. Yeah, I think that Valera's Spirit was kind of right. It doesn't always happen that I get first try. Nice up. I have to wait for him. Where exactly? Oh, to side up. Yeah. That's what I assumed. But it feels so weird when you just side up the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I've had that out of crossface as well, yeah. That's Minuet. So now the big time save compared to my PB. So PB, like I say on my stream, still does hover boots route. So PB is gonna get hover boots here, and we are just getting Sun Song. So this will save nice bonk again. 2 minutes for sure. Also, I should look into unloading from Nocturne. There aren't really videos on it. I think you can unload actually less rolls than if you exit from Shadow Temple, but I'm not sure. But if you have Ocarina playing the song, it doesn't lose super much time. But that could be a little time save if that turns out to be faster. I think Hero was also distracted. It was kind of chilling. Actually, the fact that I was watching a stream during cutscenes and in the background as well maybe made me make a few tiny mistakes here and there, but it also made me feel like really chill. It made it so that I really wasn't nervous until the end, maybe. And that also helped to be. So soon green splits. Oh, I think I misplayed the song. Yeah. Really happy. Oh, I should put Discord in stream mode probably. Don't spam me, guys. Oh no, I have to split. Okay. No. This. So yeah, that goal is of course 2.5 minutes from best. That's definitely because the route is so different. This was also so embarrassing. Even though I thought, well, you know, it did have a heart of damage, and we have to buffer, so Saves won't buffer. Super optimal, Kappa. So what do you guys think? How big is the PB gonna be? I mean, we are far ahead at this point, but on Requiem we'll most likely lose a bit of time because Requiem got a little bit longer. You have to do a little bit of slower skip for Gerudo Bridge. And also in the Wasteland you have to backwalk over the quicksand. If you don't has, I think. And I think Zelda's ladder is also a little bit slower because of opening dwarf time. That loses a little bit of time compared to doing reverse dot skip. Yeah, it's really hard. I remember also when I watched Jelster's new offline PB, I was also putting guesses. My guess was actually way too high. Like he PB'd by 50 or 40 more seconds than I predicted, so it's really hard. So that's a pretty good PG. I think I also did the, like, try to hookshot him relatively early. Forest cutscenes will always be this kinda monk-ass moment in the run. Like, the trick really isn't that hard, but it is quite frame perfect, of course. So like one frame of overbuffering can kill it all. So here I got the first frame immediately. And here I needed a few buffers, but really not that many. So I would say that's relatively fast for me. And that was actually gold. Still a pretty bad one because of the hugging the skull at the beginning of Forest. I would say Requiem is now, for me at least, the hardest split. There are two tricks that are kind of scary, mostly of course the bridge. Like in all my runs yesterday, I fell down, I wanted to swim to Lake Hylia. Sometimes you feel like you're doing the right setup, and then you do the 3 setups to the right and you actually jump down and you're like, oh, okay, I thought I did it right. So it's kind of vague sometimes why you failed it. And then like gate skip is not super hard, but if you like drop the bomb weird, I sometimes had that I didn't insta drop it, which is what you have to do. And then like if your bomb count is low, it's over basically, because you really don't have a backup for that hover boots. So those two things are a little bit scary. And there aren't that many scary runs. Glitchless gate skip. Which one is that? No, we're not talking about glitchless. I mean, this is a glitched run, obviously. I never did a glitchless gate skip. So here's the bridge trick. Now I'm gonna shield scoot for 10 hours. It's kind of a dumb thing. That's actually not too long, to be honest. I thought it was 11 frame per input. But yeah, still, that, I mean, glitches gate skip. I'm not planning to learn that. Yeah, it does save a lot. But yeah, I usually don't run I don't run unrestricted. I think that trick makes it quite unpopular. Do it, challenge steady B. Nah, it's really hard. But yeah, here I actually had a lot of bombs left, so I always notice I start buffering predate. Yo! Hey, gedachte. Good to see you. Welcome to my new PvE. I'm gonna soon see how good it is. This part is not so good. So I think my angle is kind of bad. It's already kind of bad that I buffer this. The new gate skip, yeah, it's not that hard, and it actually saves 17 seconds, I think, over doing it with hover boots. Yeah, there's no need to buffer this, but I wanted to play it safe this time. Yeah, I did the side up, but it was already too late. I think the angle was so bad that I was already touching the loading zone. It's not super hard, but it is kind of finicky there in the corner. I think you only have really a few frames to side up. And so here there's actually gonna be a can't think of the word. First time thing. So I was already kind of scared that I was about to die. But here it is, finally, a 2-bomb backwalk super slide. Finally in a run, okay? Hopeful about just happy now, Kappa. That took a long time though. And what's quite annoying, usually I'm not at critical health. But now I am, which means the rest of the run we're gonna hear that beeping every time I'm not in a cutscene. Yay! Yo, gedachte! Thank you so much! Holy shit! Thank you so much for the sub, and welcome to the Goomba Club. Appreciate it. It's so nice. Yeah, so from now on it's cutscene percent. Excellent Moncast. Oh, I have to split. Boom. So yeah, here it actually lost time, but that's because of the new route, I think. It also lost a little bit of time to, like, also to the new route because of that void at the beginning of Wasteland, but not that much. So here we have to exit and enter Temple of Time, because otherwise playing Song of Time won't open the door. I'm already, to be honest, kind of surprised that the game doesn't care at all that you're playing Song of Time as an adult, and it would still just open the door for you. So I feel like exiting and entering is not too bad. This cutscene is way longer than I expected though. When I did some timings, I was like, wow. Like half of this cutscene is just the camera going like, woo. Then focusing on the Triforce. Nothing happens. It was like almost a minute. Just for opening a door, basically. Yeah, so here Volvagia just set up to skip prelude cutscene. A little bit of hesitation there because I'm still thinking about it. No, it wasn't. So in the previous route I got hover boots, and then you can here I'm doing a little bit of weird movement. Then you can use hover boots to clip through the door. And then you actually do that twice. The first time to start a cutscene that's there, but then you void, so it doesn't actually play, and then again to actually make it to the sword. But this route skips hover boots. So then we actually open the door, which is a little bit slower, but not as slow as getting hover boots. And then we just play that sun song there to skip the cutscene. This is the 2-frame window. And what the cool thing is that because you played Song there, I only figured this out when I did a full run. You actually make it night, which is very convenient because you want the egg to hatch. Because you have to wake up Talon with a cuckoo. Because Talon has to be at Lon Ranch to get Epona's song. Hey Kat, thank you for the congrats on the new PB. Good to see you again. So hopefully we're gonna see soon how big the PB is. Well, we're definitely gonna. And the beeping continues. So yeah, in the previous route it was day at this moment, so then you would have to play Sun Song an extra one to make it morning. Oh yeah, so the thing is, Kat, that I'm comparing against my previous PB, but that did a different route. It still got hover boots. So it's kind of a weird comparison to make, but I thought it would be cool to still see like what the previous PB was compared to the current one. So because of that, there's a huge difference at Sun Song, because I used to get hover boots there. And the beginning looks slow, but it was actually not that slow. Because there are a few things you have to do instead of getting hover boots. So yeah, now the egg actually hatches without having to play the song, so that's nice. And then like the interesting part of this run, well not the interesting part, but one interesting part is that guards are so late into the run. Most runs that will get Zelda's letter will do the guards pretty early into the run. This one almost ends on it. So it's pretty annoying to have such an RNG having thing so late. What I kind of like though is that in the end there are many cutscenes. So if you know you're not going to PB, you can cut it before there. So you don't always have to watch them. And in runs where all the cutscenes are at the beginning, you kind of always have to go through them. Even if your pace is kind of like meh. You're like, yeah, but maybe the rest will be good, so I still have to watch through them. So yeah, guards. The first one is scariest for sure, so I was glad this one was nice. And then this pattern is like kind of slow. Not too bad. And then here I was like, okay, this is not great, but I guess I'll have to wait. Because I think if the right run stops in the middle, you can't do that side up there, but I'm actually not positive. So here, like, it's not super fast, but at least we didn't get caught. So now it's cutscene fest. That was also a thing I was considering. Like, if I would perform this run on BSG, for example, then I gotta prepare something to say for the last 10 minutes at least. Because it's all cutscenes. I can't think of a speech. Am I still gonna work on the category? It's always hard to say. So, if I'm not gonna mess up in the end, ooh, cliffhanger, then then it's a pretty good PB. Even though, as you saw, there were many mistakes here and there, but they were all kind of like small mistakes. Could definitely be faster, but there's no huge time save that you're like, oh, this part of the run was super gross, so I have to improve this. And there's no competition yet on the leaderboard, so we'll see. But I said before that I was gonna do glitchless now and let all songs rest because I felt satisfied. But then I was really eager to do a new route. I think next week I'll definitely go definitely go do some glitchless. But I can see myself still running this now and then because it's also short. And really fun to do, even though it's kind of weird with the distribution of cutscenes and tricks. Hey, strategy member. Possibly ever. Oh, they removed bit farming. Really? I never really got to use it much because it doesn't really work that great in Europe, I feel. But that sucks. I didn't hear they removed it. Yo, LDH! Yeah, this is the second offline PB I got in this category. The previous one was online though, so it's not like they're all spliced Kappa. What is so bad about offline PBs though? Like, I really tried to run a lot online for sure. Splicing. Yeah, sure. I really don't see why it's much different than someone running without, like, there are even many people just running without webcam or sound. Or mic. Why would I splice this? Come on. Frowned upon? For real? Nah, that's kind of weird to me. Yeah, but that sucks, indeed. Like, I think... I mean, if you if you PB, and especially if it's like a record or a good time, you kind of should submit it so people know what the actual standings are on the leaderboard. So I will definitely submit it right away. Yo, $1 bills. Hi, welcome. Okay, it's true. I just felt it was like kind of lame to make a whole video and I have to render it all, and I usually want to upload the normal video and the raw game feed, type a message, get my splits.io in there, everything just for 6 seconds, and I knew I was gonna like improve it fast. But yeah, you're right there. You're right there, but PB, oh, that means personal best. So that's like your own record. The best you've done. And feel free to ask any questions, like there are no new questions. The first time I did my very first run, at the end people all in chat said, yo, GG, and then I said, yeah, what does GG mean? So, you know, we've all been there once. But yeah, I guess if I want to do offline runs, I could also stream them to an alt account without mic and webcam maybe, but doesn't, yeah, beeping continues. It's more just that I sometimes find it relaxing to not have to talk all the time. Even though I really enjoy talking, but sometimes you need that energy to be there. Yeah, my alt is Happy X Will. But I don't often stream on it, only if I really don't want to stream with mic. Yeah, I guess wasn't that far off. It's a little bit faster than it. So we're almost there. One day. And there it is. Loud as fuck sound again. So I actually really like this time. It's 1 hour and then like 3, 2, 1. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, guys. I was pretty satisfied about it. Sure, it has many movement things and like things I found really ugly here and there. But I think the PB is also quite balanced, which is nice if I would run against it again. So like, not that there's one split where all the time save is.